RoosterTV, and today we're joined by one of the new additions to our coaching group for 2020, Darren Reeves. Reeves, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure to be here.
It's good. Exciting to have you at Prospect, mate, and I guess firstly for the listeners out there, it might be a good opportunity for you to go through your football journey and how you got to be at Prospect Oval.
Mate, not a traditional football journey. I grew up in Blue Mountains in New South Wales and came to Adelaide for cricket originally, and then sort of fell in the football game late. Played some local footy, fell into coaching. Wasn't something that I thought about doing, but sort of fell into it and coached locally for a couple of years. Went out and coached in the Barossa League. An opportunity came to coach the under-18s at Centrals. So I spent a couple of years there and then a couple of years coaching the reserves under Roy Laird. Before an opportunity to go and coach in the NEFL, coach NT Thunder in the NEFL last year, living in Darwin. So that was a unique experience and a great learning curve for me before the opportunity here.
And up in Darwin, obviously, we've had a lot of Darwin players come down, and you would have come across a few of those last year in your journey as coach at the Thunder. Matty Campbell, Joey Anderson, I think Paddy Bowles would have had a game, and Cohen Teely had a run around.
Cohen came in late to the program.
Did you look after the Roosters up there, mate?
We did, mate. Obviously, Joey Anderson and Jason Rowe and guys like that are involved with the Thunder program up there. Cohen Teely came in late to the program. He was working locally up there and playing local footy up there, and he came and played a really nice role for us in the second half of the year, and it was great for me and great for the young blokes we had in the program. And
your role here at North Adelaide is to you've got a lot of development involved in your role, coaching the reserves, but also helping Jacob Surgeon out in the seniors. Can you just talk us through that role and how you've enjoyed it?
Immensely, mate. I think from the first moment I met with you and Serge, I felt like it was a great fit for me. I think myself and Serge have got similar philosophies on footy, and then I just felt like it was a great opportunity for me to come and learn. I love coaching in my own right, so the opportunity to coach reserves level as well as then play a game day role with the league squad was appealing to me. And then to work with the young kids coming through from out of the 18s program. We've obviously got a lot of talented sort of 18, 19, 20-year-olds at the footy club, so just to be working closely with them and make sure we're doing everything right to get them ready to go to play league footy.
Yep. And we'll start with the reserves. They've had three games, one win and a couple of losses. What have you liked about the way they're going about it, and maybe a couple of young players that have caught your eye that might be pushing for some league selection in the coming weeks?
Firstly, obviously, we're just really pleased that they're playing how we want them to play footy. So it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to win every week, and that's okay. I mean, we want to win, obviously, but they're playing the brand of footy we want them to play and to the structures that we want them to play. So that's a real positive for us. We've got some really talented kids. I think Harrison Magle's the obviously one that stands out. Obviously, Keanu Miller and Chris Barnes went up and had an opportunity last week and did a really good job at league level, so that's a positive. I think we've found a few too in Paddy Davies and Declan Fay, a couple of new guys to the footy club this year that have shown a lot in the first couple of weeks. I think Mason Nagel's been pretty positive as well, having missed a lot of the pre-season early, so his last couple of weeks have been good as well.
And a quick report from the game of the weekend, I guess. It had a good start in the first quarter and then just fell away a bit and tried to fight it out, but just weren't quite good enough.
Yeah, our first half was really strong. Unfortunately, we didn't put it on the scoreboard, so we kept it open at half time, and then our third quarter was disappointing, and probably for the first time this year we were disappointed with our efforts at three-quarter time, so we made sure the guys knew about that. And to their credit, they bounced back in the last quarter and they played a really strong brand of footy. Unfortunately, we just left ourselves too much work to do.
Yep. And then onto the league team, a good start for the guys at 3-0. Darren does look after the forwards there, so he's probably going to take a lot of the credit.
Yeah.
But just a quick update on the first three games, and then obviously a report from a great game down at the Bay between two very good teams.
I mean, obviously we had a really tough draw early. West an improving footy club, and then Nord and Glenelg. But so it's really positive that we've had 3 wins early, particularly in a shortened season. To have wins early in the season is really important. It's been just a great team effort. We haven't relied on anyone in particular. It's been a collective over the 3 games and a couple of close results. But an exciting game on the weekend. There's some injuries mounting up now, which is going to be a challenge. So we've got to back our depth in a little bit, but collective across the board. I think probably the highlight is just our pressure at the moment, pressure on the ball, which is allowing our defenders to play their role, and then we're providing us opportunities to put on the scoreboard as well. So that's a real highlight at the moment.
Then we move forward to this this week we come home for the first time this year in 2020 against the Eagles, who had a great win yesterday against Norwood at league level. They showed that they're a vastly improved team that moves the ball well, plays a different brand of footy under Jade Sheedy, who's coaching there for his first year. Just your thoughts on the Eagles and how we're going to go about trying to get the W again.
Had a close look. I think Serge was able to commentate on the game yesterday down there, so he was able to have a close look. Myself and some of the other coaches had a look as well, and just really impressed with how they play. They play an exciting brand. They look to play on at all costs. They set up well behind the ball, and so it's going to be a real challenge for us. They're able to put a lot of pressure on Norwood and force a lot of errors and capitalise on the back of that. So we're going to have our pressure up. Our mids are going to have to do their job, and defenders as well. And I think if we're able to do that for long enough, like we have in the first 3 rounds, we should hold us in good stead.
Yeah. Thanks, Reva. On to this weekend. Massive. We've got a triple header here at Prospect Oval. Darren will lead the reserves at 10:30 in the morning, so a bit of an earlier start for those guys. A 1:10 start for the league against the Eagles, and then our undefeated women's team, 7 and Zip at the moment, take on the Eagles in the last of the triple header here at 3:50. So unsure of the crowd at the moment. We're hopeful of getting an increase in number. At this stage, it's still the 1,000 that was there on the weekend, but hopefully we can get more of you in and we can continue our form that we have started with so far. So thanks, Reva, and thanks very much.
Thank you.